Good morning, students. Welcome to lecture 22 of NFTL, that is active filters. What are active filters? Filters which use active components like transistor or operational amplifiers, along with passive components like resistor, capacitor, and inductors, are called active filters. The type of elements used dictate the frequency range of the filter. Three main advantages of active filter are: since active devices like op amp and transistors are capable of providing gain to the signal is not attenuated with active filters. Second, because of high input resistance, low output resistance of the op amp, the filter does not cause any loading effect of the source or the load. Third, active filters are more economical than passive filters. So active filters are extensively used in field of communication and signal processing and are also employed in all electronic systems like radio, television, telephone, radar, space satellites, and biomedical equipments. Now, type of active filters. Most commonly used active filters are low pass, high pass, band stop, and all pass filters. Each of these type of filters, op amp as active element and resistor capacitor are passive elements. Low pass filter. As we can see, this is the pass band, the low frequency pass band, and the higher frequencies are stopped. So this is the stop band. High pass filter, the low frequencies are stopped and they are attenuated. This is stop band, and the higher frequencies are passed. So this is the passed band. So this is the ideal response. The dotted one is ideal response. This is the ideal response of the filter. A low pass filter has a constant gain from 0 Hz to a high cutoff frequency Fn. Ideal response is shown by the dashed curve, while practical response is shown by solid lines. So this is the practical response. As indicated by dashed line, an ideal filter has zero loss in pass band and infinite loss in the stop band. That we can see from the figures. Now, it is possible to obtain a practical response that approximates to ideal response by using special design techniques as well as precision component values and high speed op amps. Butterworth, Chebyshev, and Core filters are some of the most commonly used practical active filters that approximate the ideal response. The main characteristic of Butterworth active filter is that it has a flat response in the pass band and as well as a stop band. It is therefore called flat active filter. So because it has got flat response in both pass band as well as stop band. The Chebyshev filter has ripple pass band and flat stop band. Core filter has a ripple pass band and ripple stop band. Generally, core filter give best stop band response amongst the three filters. So this is band pass filter, this is band stop filter. The ideal response is dotted lines and the practical response is the solid line. The solid line shows practical response and dotted line shows the ideal response of this is band stop filter, this is band pass filter. Band pass filter, band stop filter. Now, we will see the first order active low pass Butterworth filter. This filter is also called Butterworth filter. So this is an op amp where non-inverting input is given to signal is given on the non-inverting input. The circuit is based on non-inverting amplifier. The input signal is applied at non-inverting terminal, V2 being positive, VO being positive, I is also positive. So voltage V1 is equal to IR1 is applied to the inverting terminal as negative voltage feedback signal, assuming op amp to be ideal. So I in is equal to 0, Vd is equal to 0 since V1 is equal to V2. So Vd is the difference signal where V1 is equal to V2, therefore difference signal is equal to 0. Here we can see, since I in is equal to 0, the current through R2 and R1 must be same. So VO minus V1 upon R2 is equal to V1 upon R1. VO upon R2 minus V1 upon R2 is equal to V1 upon R1. So VO R2 is equal to V1 into 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. VO is equal to V1 into R1 plus R2 upon R1. So VO upon V1 is equal to R1 plus R2 upon R1. That is equal to 1 plus R2 by R1. Now applying this in figure 1 with VA is equal to V2 for particular case when R1 is equal to R2, the gain in the non-inverting amplifier of the low pass filter is given as VO by VA is equal to 1 plus R1 by R2 is equal to 2. So since input current in the low pass filter VO is equal to 2 VA, circuit is 0. The voltage V1 gets divided over R and C. So VA is equal to 1 by S C1 upon R1 plus 1 by S C1. V1 is equal to 1 upon S R C1 plus 1 minus V1. However, VA is equal to half VO. So VA is equal to half VO equal to 1 upon S R C1 plus 1 into V1. So VO by V1 is equal to 2 upon S R C1 plus 1. That is the response of low pass filter. Since VO upon V1 is the net gain of low pass circuit, S is equal to J omega. Hence, with higher values of J omega, the frequency, the gain decreases, while at the lower values of omega, the gain is comparatively large enough. The above transfer function Hs represents the low pass characteristics and has the cutoff frequency of 1 upon RC1. This filter is first order since there is only one pole in the transfer function given by minus 1 upon RC1. Now, next is second order low pass filter, that is called Butterworth filter. And this filter is shown in the figure. Second order LPF is shown in the figure. VO is equal to 1 plus R1 by R1 into VB equal to 2 VB. Applying node voltage method at the node 1, we get V1 minus VA upon R plus VB minus VA upon R plus V0 minus VB into SC is equal to 0 at S domain. This is equation number 3. Now using 2 and 3, we get VA is equal to SRC plus half into bracket VO plus V1 upon SRC plus 2. This is equation number 4. Assuming op amp current to be negligibly small, the input voltage division is as follows. So VB into minus 1 by 2 VO is equal to 1 upon SC divided by R plus 1 by SC into VA. Substituting for VA from 4 and 5. So putting this into the other 5 equation. So we get VO upon V1 is equal to 2 upon RC whole square divided by S square plus 1 upon RC into S plus 1 upon RC square equal to HS. So this is the frequency response. K omega 0 square upon S square plus omega 0 upon Q into S plus omega 0 square is equal to K upon S upon omega 0 square plus 1 upon Q S by omega square omega 0 plus 1, where K is equal to 2, omega 0 is equal to 1 upon RC, Q is equal to 1. By adding the different components of R and C in the operational amplifier circuit, the value of Q can be adjusted to give different patterns of response. So this is the response of the circuit. By adjusting the value of Q, that is equal to 70.7% of the horizontal portion of the filter, the horizontal portion of the filter response curve is extended to the maximum possible extent. This is called maxima flat response. Now next is first order high pass Butterworth filter. Here this filter is high pass Butterworth filter using op-amp. Since the op-amp is assumed to be ideal, there is practically no input current of the op-amp and voltage division V1 would be across the capacitor and R only. In Laplace domain, VA is equal to R upon R plus 1 by S C into V1 equal to SRC plus 1 into V1. This is equation number 7. So from equation 6, this was the equation 6. VA is equal to VO upon 2. Put in equation number 7, VO by 2 is equal to SRC by SRC plus 1 into V1. Now, VO by V1 is equal to 2 SRC plus 1. This is equation number 8. Using S is equal to j omega, the gain becomes high and constant at higher values of omega, while it is very low at lower order frequencies. The cutoff frequency is 1 upon RC. Now, we can see the frequency response of this high pass Butterworth filter. This is the stop band and this one is the pass band. Dashed line is the ideal response of Butterworth high pass filter. Now we see the second order high pass Butterworth filter. This circuit is the second order high pass Butterworth filter. Second order high pass circuit is shown in the figure. Non-inverting amplifier is the active component used in high pass filter. Now since you can see the signal is applied to the positive terminal, this is non-inverting terminal, therefore it is called non-inverting amplifier in the active component used in HPF high pass filter. So VA and V out are related to VO is equal to 1 upon R by R into VA is equal to 2 VA. This is first equation. Applying node voltage at node 1. So this is the node 1. We get V1 minus VB upon 1 by S C plus VA minus VB upon 1 by S C plus VO minus VB upon R equal to 0. So these are the node equation. So V1 minus VB into SC plus VA minus VB into SC plus VO minus VB upon R is equal to 0. Now this is equation number 2. Putting VA is equal to VO upon 2 from 1 into we get VB is equal to 1 by 2 SRC plus 1 into VO plus SRC V1 upon S into 2 RC. Now VO by V in is equal to AF upon 1 minus FL by F. So whole raised to power 4 under the root. Now AF is equal to 1.586 gain of the pass band for the second order Butterworth response. F is the frequency of input signal in Hertz. FL is the low cutoff frequency in Hertz. So we can see here that this is 70.7% of the voltage gain and this is the maximum gain. This is 70.7% of the total gain. So this is the stop band and this one is the on the right hand side is the pass band. So this is high pass filter, second order high pass Butterworth filter. So that is all in the lecture today. Next we will see the band pass filters and other filters in the next lecture. Thank you for attending my lecture and keep sharing it with your friends and subscribe my channel.